Hi, good afternoon. This is Om Namah Shiva. You are welcome to my channel Oil, Gas, Water Knowledge Hub. This presentation on piping inspection engineers, fieldwork instructions. It is made with lot of things which are most useful in the day-to-day field activities. This is covered B31.3 process piping and other codes also. Okay, my friend, let's go. Hope that it is useful. If you have any doubt, please contact me or write to me in your comments. Okay, go through this slide. I'll keep for one minute. Okay, go through this. Okay, my friends, this table will go through this. If anybody wants, let me know. I will send PDF document also. Okay. These are the chemical compositions. Okay. ASTM A106 grade B, chemical compositions, percentage and no more. Carbon, manganese, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chrome. So, mechanical properties, tensile strength MPa, yield strength MPa, elongation percentage. So, this is elongation percentage. You try to understand chemical composition and mechanical properties of seamless carbon steel pipes according to ASME A106 and ASTM A53 grade B. Try to understand this. Okay. API 5L. This API 5L, before that I would like to go back. This grade material will be used in plant process piping. B31.3 process piping and many other pipes are there. Grades you will come to know later. But why I am telling you about this 5L? 5L is mostly used in cross-country pipelines, mostly, normally. X42, X50, like this. Sometimes 5LS grade B, let also they use it in plant piping. So try to understand, and this is all gathered information from the codes and standards. I am keeping here for easy reference, for immediate reference, for your immediate understanding. Anybody wants, a book has been prepared by me, quoting all these things. You can ask me, I will send you PDF. Okay, boiler pipe, ST20K. So these are the chemical compositions. Okay, and properties. Okay. Boiler piping, 12 chrome, 1 moly, palladium. These are the chemical compositions and strengths. Now, any engineer go to field for piping inspection, these points should be checked. That means these points to be inspected within the acceptance limits with the reference documents. Okay, so isometric drawing and revision. Latest revision clearly visible. Fabricated spool number, identification number should be clearly visible. Isometric register. You have to go to the isometric register and see that this specific number is approved or not. Is it latest revision or no? Then tags, hard punch on spools and spool clearance report. Any spool fabricated in the fab shop, huge fabrication will be there. Many spools will be transported to the site. Sometimes the specific spools will not be having site clearance report. So whatever the procedure says, as per that they should complete the activity, complete fabrication spool as per the drawing, specific requirements, and there should be a clearance report certificate issued by the average engineer from the fabrication yard. Okay, this spool is completed as per the norms and specification requirements. It can be transported to erection site like that. Okay. Then spool release note. Sometimes spool release note also required. Okay. Joint number, diameter, thickness as per ISO. Okay. Isometric drawing you have to refer. Material of construction and class as per the isometric. Okay. Joint design as per WPS. WPS means welding process specification. Okay. Bevel face, smooth and clean. You should check all these things physically. Root face, 1.6 mm plus or minus 0.8 mm. Okay, bevel angle, 37.5 degrees plus or minus 2.5 degrees. Okay, as per WPS. They will specify the WPS also. Root gap, 2 to 3 mm as per WPS. Misalignment should be 0, uniformly to be divided. If some places mobility cannot exist, so it should be uniformly divided around the circle. This is B31.3, class number 328.43 is very clearly mentioned. Okay, at 4.2 it is. Inside cleaning, 1 mm minimum on either side. B31.3, class number 328.4.1. It is also very clearly specified in the B31.3 process piping. Taper grinding, transition joint for matching ID only for dissimilar thickness. See, sometimes one pipe is 12 mm, the other class pipe is 7 mm, 7.4 mm, something like that. In that case, the difference you should taper at 1.1:3 rating. Okay. As per WPS, reference class number 331.3, class number 328.4.2. So this is the reference for the taper jointing. Clearance between male and female ends at the bottom of the socket. Sometimes they use socket welding. So in that case, the gap should be 1.5 mm. Refer 31.3, class number 328.5.2. It is also very clearly mentioned. Okay. Bridging materials or materials as per isometric. Minimum length of pop is 6 inches or 50 mm, whichever is more, 6 thickness, 6 times of the thickness. Reference section 8. For branches, reinforcement pad, saddles, pads, seam staggering. Reference section 8. Okay. Position of earthing cleats in case of low alloy steel joints. To provide on pads, trunnions, or near to the hedge. Hedge means heat affected zone using long stud. But you should not attach earth at the end of the pipe because it will create spark. Thank you very much, my friends. Your knowledge is your asset. Wish you happy, bright, wonderful career ahead. All the best. Please subscribe my channel. Share this knowledge. I worked in this field for 40 years. I love to pass on the information, whatever I remember in my mind, and I am preparing, collecting some information also.